Aloha and welcome. My name is John Johnson. I'll be your instructor for ICS 211 for the Summer 2 session. I would like to give a brief introduction to our Lamaku page for those who haven't used Lamaku, for those of you that are coming over from La Lima. So let me go ahead and share my page here, or my browser. So when you first come into Lamaku through lamaku.hawaii.edu, you're going to come across several tiles here that represent the classes that you're taking. We're in ICS 211, so please click in there. Once you get there, you're going to get to a splash screen. Over here on the left, you're going to have some quick links. Over here on the right, you're going to have announcements. This is important. This is where announcements from me are going to be listed. And then down below it, you have a calendar of upcoming assignments that are due. Do note that these right here represent the assignments in Lamaku. We're using courseware that have other assignments in them, so I'll show you that in just a minute. So we'll start off looking at some of the more important sections here. Number one is content. So if you go into content, you're going to have two different sections that I want you to look at. The first is the course overview, which it defaults to here for me. So when we go into here, it shows our Zoom. When I do Zoom sessions with people, I use the Zoom linked right here. We have a YouTube playlist for this class, and it's linked right here. This is where I'll put recordings to better explain subjects that we're going to have in our courseware. For contact, I hold office meetings with students through Zoom. I do this because I can meet with you more often than just setting up a 1 hour time period or something like that where some people may not be able to meet. So if you want to meet with me through Zoom, feel free to email me at jsj3@hawaii.edu and arrange something. The phone number here that I have listed, I have to admit, I don't really check it that much. I'm around it on occasion, but it's just easiest to get through to me through the email address. And I will try to respond to you within 24 hours. This is a fast-paced summer, so I will try to make sure that it's within a couple hours. One warning on that, though, is if you contact me on Friday or on the weekend, I won't be answering probably until Monday. So if you have questions about assignments that are coming up, please do let me know during the week, during the work week. Our teaching assistant for this class, who can also answer your questions, is Tanver Islam, and his email address is tislam@hawaii.edu. The textbook that we're going to be using is one of my favorites. It's Zybooks, and the link to it is here. You go in, you create an account, and then you look up the code that we have listed here. The cost for the course is $89. That includes the text and the labs for it. Going down into our schedule, I have listed here our schedule, all the sections that we'll be doing day by day, as well as the assignments. If you look in here, you'll see that the work during the week is due on the Sunday of that week. So if you go through here, you'll see that we have different sections. We have participation activities, challenge activities, and labs that are due. So you'll see that for the first week, which starts July 7th, the assignments are due on July 13th. So that includes not just the work within the courseware, but also you'll notice we have Lamaku Assignment 1. That's located here inside Lamaku. So everything here is laid out. There won't be a final exam. Your grade is based on the participation activities, the challenge activities, the Xylabs that we have here. That counts to 75% of your grade. And then we have another 25% of your grade, which is based on the lab assignments. So, and here's our grading system as well. So let me go up to the, let's go up to, let's see. Oh, while we're still here in content, I'll go over to the Zybooks courseware. You'll click here. You'll see that you can go in here. I'll make a link in here later to let you directly link into it. But if you go to zybooks.com, for example, yours is going to look a little bit different because I've got, I obviously have different books in here. But the one that we're going to be looking at is Zybooks. So once you are able to access this, once you've gone ahead and paid the $89, gotten access, We're going to be starting off, and you'll see this in the schedule, we're starting off with 11. My understanding is that ICS 111 covers the subjects of introduction all the way down to recursion. So we're going to be working on chapters 11 all the way through 19. And when you go into these chapters, the nice thing about these chapters is everything is kind of in line. You've got explanations followed by participation activities. The participation activities like this, they'll take you step by step through the concept. It'll show you different parts like this is executing code. So then you hit the play button, you go to the next one. This is considered a participation activity. So each time you click on this, you're going through part of your participation. There's also parts later on that are challenge activities. So if we were to go down below, there's probably some challenge activities in here too. So you'd start, and then you would start giving answers, like giving an input. You have to type in what the output is based on the code here. Then you can check it, then go to the next one and the next one. So those are the challenge activities. Then we have another type, which are labs. So if you look at these, you'll see that we have labs in here. So if you go into the labs, it'll give you the setup for it. It'll give you what the expected inputs and outputs are. And then there's a space for you to actually create the code. So you can run it in here and then submit for grading. So that is what Zybooks looks like. Again, we're going to be covering chapters 11 through 19 in here. We're covering the subjects of exceptions, generics, collections, searching, sorting algorithms, analysis of algorithms, trees, heaps, and hash tables. And if you look at your Lamaku, if we go back and we look in Lamaku and we look at assignments, you'll have a series of assignments that are based on those. So on those different concepts we've had. So you'll have a number of things. Like you'll see here, we have search, then we have like exceptions, we have heaps, and we have another one, which is a hash map. So we have these assignments that are set up to more thoroughly test your learning in the Zybooks. So that's the main part here. Do note that your grades, if you go into grades, it's only going to tell you what you've got here for Lamaku. The part that's in Zybooks is separate. You can go into Zybooks and figure out your grades if you want to. I won't go in there now because it'll show the grades for everybody. But if you're doing your participation, your challenge, you'll know that you've got those done. Those are automatic, once you get those right. And the good thing about it, the challenge activities and everything else, you just do it until you have it correct. And it'll let you redo that over and over. And then with your labs, once you submit that, those will be auto-graded, and we can get your grades for that too. So that comprises 75, all this work comprises 75% of your grade, and that'll be combined with the 25% that is your 6 or your 5 assignments over here. And that will comprise the final grade, and it'll be graded according to the criteria that was laid out inside the course overview and content. So that is an explanation of ICS 211. We'll be starting off on Monday, and we'll start with the first 3 sections of exceptions. So if you go into exceptions, we're going to be going over the handling exceptions, throwing exceptions, and exceptions with files. And then the next day, I believe we have the next 3 sections, exceptions with methods, user-defined exceptions, generate number format exceptions. And then Thursday, you're going to be working on the first lab. Then Friday, you'll be working on the second lab. So all the work, the participation challenge, and your labs, those will be due on the 13th, which will be this Sunday. So I hope that is a good explanation. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I encourage, email. I like to hear from my students. Let me know how things are going. If you have any trouble, just let me know. I can set up a meeting with you. I can answer it in email if you like to, or if you'd like to contact Tanver as well, he'd be happy to help as well. So feel free to reach out, and I hope you have a wonderful week. Aloha.